Ooh, what's up guys, Chris here, or Marty Furtado, bringing you some Anomaly Warzone Earth PC gameplay. This is actually the second mission in the story campaign, so if you guys do enjoy it, please leave a thumbs up. And I'm going to actually talk about Anomaly Warzone Earth. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's actually released for the Windows, macOS, Linux, iOS, Android, and soon to be launched on the Xbox 360. If you guys do want to check it out, it is on Steam, I believe, right now for $9.99 or $4.99. I don't know the full price because I did buy this in an indie bundle pack. So actually, it was the Humble Bundle pack, so it was pretty cool that I actually got this game for the price of $10, which included 3 other games as well. But the topic I want to talk about today is the Mass Effect 3 Day 1 DLC. Now, if you guys haven't been following this whole Mass Effect 3 BioWare, jibber jabber that's been going on the past couple days, now I'm actually going to link you guys to an article down below, and it actually comes from GameSpot, and it says that BioWare defends the Day 1 Mass Effect 3 DLC. Executive producer Casey Hudson reveals studio finished work on the main game in January before creating From Ashes content, included in the collector's edition and to be sold separately on March the 6th. So, what this topic is a lot of rumors have been going lately. Actually, not a lot of rumors, but I believe it was last week there was a leak in the Microsoft Live marketplace, and there actually was leaked information regarding the Mass Effect 3 DLC. Now, this wasn't supposed to happen, obviously, because it was a leak, but I think it was last week on the Tuesday or Wednesday, but people found some of the DLC for Mass Effect 3, and one of them was actually a DLC called From Ashes. And what this DLC actually includes is a new character. He's a Prothean squad mate, a mission on Eden Prime, a new weapon, and an alternate appearance option for every team member. It is included with the Mass Effect 3 Collector's Edition and will be available for separate purchase on March 6th when the game officially launches in North America and I believe in Europe as well. No, Europe is March the 9th, so North America launches on that 6th. I'll leave a link to the article down below. But my opinion regarding this whole Mass Effect 3 controversy with Day 1 DLC, I know a lot of people have been talking about it. Actually, somebody I know, Rich from Review Tech USA, actually just made a video about this not too long ago. Obviously, by the time you guys see this gameplay, it's going to be probably a bit, couple hours. But if you guys do want to check that out too, I'll leave a link to his video down in the description below. And my whole thoughts regarding this whole thing is I think BioWare made a mistake. Now, it's not their fault that the DLC actually leaked on the Xbox Live marketplace, but it is something that they should have waited on, because there are a lot of games out there that do have Day 1 DLC content, such as Gears of War 3. Now, if you guys remember the Gears of War 3 launch, they had the Day 1 DLC. Now, it wasn't a big DLC with like a new mission and stuff like that. What it was is basically the weapon skins for the weapons in Gears of War 3, so it wasn't that big of a deal. That's a Day 1 DLC I could expect and I could appreciate from game developers, and I have really no fuss about. But when you're including a new squad mate, a Prothean squad mate, mission on Eden Prime, a new weapon, and an alternate appearance option for every team member, only in the Collector's Edition, is really wrong. What they should have done is what they did with Mass Effect 2. They had the Cerberus network, and basically what you had was a little card that came with every purchase of Mass Effect 2 if it wasn't pre-owned or used, and that would allow you to download the DLC. Now, when Mass Effect 2 launched, you actually did get a character, I forget what it was, but it was some big, it wasn't a buff guy, but it was some weird looking guy, and you unlocked him, and I believe, I'm not too sure if you actually got another quest for it. I don't think you did. I don't remember. I haven't played Mass Effect 2 since it launched. But, that was a good idea. They actually, even if you did get the collector's edition of the game, it still came with it. But when you got the normal version of the game, it came with the Cerberus network, and you got that DLC. Now, when people buy Mass Effect 3, the regular edition, which is what I'm getting, and which a lot of people are getting because the collector's edition is unfortunately sold out unless you get really lucky and you go to like Best Buy or Future Shop and pick it up right away in the morning, or if they're having a midnight launch. Excuse me. Then you actually are able to get the DLC with the collector's edition. But when you get the regular game, you don't get the DLC. Basically, you have to spend more money into getting either Microsoft points or adding money onto the PlayStation Network. And, you know, it is kind of what would be the right word. You know, if you're getting the collector's edition, you're spending that extra, $20 for an art book, the DLC. I don't know what else you get in it, but you get a whole bunch of other useless stuff. Obviously, if you're a big fan of Mass Effect 3, which I sort of am, but I'm not into the big whole collector's edition stuff unless it actually brings some good, valid content into the game. So, you know, if you want to spend, or if you already did spend that extra money in getting the collector's edition of the game, and you are one of those lucky people who did get the collector's edition of Mass Effect 3 and you pre-ordered it on time, then good for you. You're lucky. You get the day one DLC for free, but then again, you did pay an extra $20, you know, for the game, for the collector's edition. But if you're somebody like myself and a bunch of other people who I know that are getting Mass Effect 3 and are getting the standard edition, you're going to have to go and spend maybe more money on Microsoft points, or you're going to have to spend, I'm not even too sure what the full price of the game is, I believe, or the DLC, sorry. I believe it's like maybe 800 Microsoft points for obviously Xbox Live, and I believe, what is that translated into PSN or real life money, like $10, something like that, on the PlayStation Network. So, you know, for me, I wouldn't call it really a big deal. Like, I don't mind spending, you know, $8 for the DLC because it includes the Prothean Squadmate, a mission on Eden Prime, a new weapon, and a new customization for your character. But what they should have done, like they did with Mass Effect 2, is include something like the Cerberus Network. Okay, you bought the copy of the game legit. You know, you bought it the first day, or you bought it the second day, third day, whatever. You know, you bought that game, you didn't buy it used or pre-used, so we're going to give you free DLC since you bought it. But what they decided to do is basically fuck over everybody who didn't pre-order in time to get the collector's edition, and they gave the people who got the collector's edition, of course they gave them the free DLC, the art book, the soundtrack, the whatever that comes in that collector's edition package. You know, it's something that BioWare should have thought of before they, you know, did it. But I have a hunch that it wasn't BioWare who pushed this idea, it was EA, because we all know what EA has done with, obviously, with Origin and the stupidity of the, you know, the team that is running all these operations there at EA, how stupid, you know, the stupid thoughts that go through their head. But, you know, I do feel that this was not BioWare's intention, but since EA is publishing the game, they probably forced it down their throats, or they'd be like, okay, we're not going to release it. And obviously, BioWare wants to make their fans and the community happy and, you know, bring them Mass Effect 3. But, you know, it happens. For me, I don't mind spending that extra $10 to get the DLC, but then again, I didn't get the collector's edition, so I can't, you know, get the art book, soundtrack, whatever. But I'm not a big fan of collector's editions unless it comes with actual DLC that I can use towards the game, like a mission pack, a new character, new weapons, whatever that game is. So that's my thoughts regarding the whole jibber jabber regarding the BioWare and Mass Effect 3. That's my opinion. If you guys do want to leave your opinion, please leave a comment down below, or you can make a video response. But we're just going to have to wait and see until Mass Effect 3 is released. I'm pumped for Mass Effect 3. I'm going to the midnight launch in my area, and, you know, it's going to be one hell of a game. I can't wait to play it from start to finish, and I'm really hoping, you know, BioWare doesn't let me down, because I feel, you know, like Star Wars The Old Republic, they let me down a little bit. Anyways, guys, this is Chris or Mighty Furtado. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the article. I'll see you guys later. This is Chris or Mighty Furtado. Peace out.